Hey, what's going on? This is Phil. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about AI automations and how it can be implemented into real estate sales businesses. I'm a full-time real estate agent. I'm still in the game every single day. Also very self-proclaimed tech enthusiast. My background was actually in technology before I got into real estate, and this channel is dedicated to helping people, real estate agents, implement AI automations and tech into their real estate sales business. Today's video is going to be focused around building a front end to your N8N automations and AI agents and so on. And I personally feel like building a front end is important because it makes the experience a lot easier. I mean, you could always go through N8N and run all your workflows and automations through directly N8N. But I think from a business perspective and from a scalability perspective, and wanting to actually maybe build something that someone else is going to use who isn't as tech savvy as yourself, it's probably good to start thinking about like what's the easiest way to interface with what you're building. And front ends, it's like basically what you see. Like right now I'm looking at the front end of N8N, and this is their front end, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into the background of how their website works. Same thing with your app. Like again, they could go right into N8N and do it, but like I prefer like a clean front end. And let me just show you guys what I'm talking about, because this is what I personally build out and what I build for people. Here's the front end of my Nexus systems. It's very clean, it's mobile friendly, and I'm still developing this every single day, but anyone can come through here, generate content, select post type. What type of post do you want to select? I want to do a new to market photo post, and all you do is enter the URL and boom, it's simple. I want to show you guys like how I built this, and it's the way you do it could be different, but I think you should consider this because all these automations and apps that I've been building and plan on building are eventually going to all run through this front end. And these apps that you're going to be building, you want to start building them based off of like how you want your end user to engage with them. So instead of going through all the motions of like creating input forms, if you want a front end, you should really build your front end, or at least get it started, and then start linking it into N8N, because that's at the end of the day like the goal. I mean, every time I have an app idea that I want to build with an N8N, I also am thinking about the front end, and the front end obviously just takes almost as much time to build as the back end of the system. But here's my front end, and I'll show you guys what I built this on. And I used Gemini to help me build all these forms, but these are all forms that are it's HTML code that I inserted into my web editor. And this was all built with Gemini. All these forms were built with Gemini. And to give you an idea, let me go to my Gemini. Like here's the real estate transaction AI form. So this interfaces with my transaction manager AI. And then I built these other ones out. So this is the social media poster that I built, and it has the code there. You can see it's exactly what's on my website here. And again, you don't have to use the same systems that I'm using. This is a recommendation. I build my front end in a web platform called system.io. And let's see here. The web URL is nexus6.systems. Nexus 6 is a play on the old movie Blade Runner from the 80s. They were like the AI that the humans made, and the whole story is based around that. But anyways, I would recommend using system.io, okay? And the one reason I do recommend them is because I feel like they're very, very affordable and they're easy to use. And This is the website if you want to go check it out, but the pricing is really good. Startup plan, I mean, it's only, with monthly billing, $17 a month to do the startup plan. Or if you want to do the free plan, it's $0 a month. But I would probably recommend just doing the startup plan and do it a month. But the website offers a lot of cool functions. I have built multiple websites on this. I'll come and show you. But my Nexus systems is also built on here, and it was really easy to build. And then it's also easy to modify the code, and that's where AI comes into play, where you can actually create header codes and footer codes to add some finesse to your website. Because all of like these effects that you see on my screen, that's those subtle effects. That's all the AI, and this is actually built within a course within system.io. But let me actually just go back to their main page here. Let me just show you what I've built in here. My one real estate website is built on the website, but they give you, what was it, $17 a month? You do get a CRM. I don't use a CRM, but that's a lie. I do use it when I'm managing contacts that flow through different forms on my different websites. But the sites are technically sales funnels, and like I originally found this company because they compete with ClickFunnels, and I wanted some sort of like funnel website. But I built all these websites on this platform, and they work well. It's easy to use, it's fast. Then there's a lot of customization available. So I built my real estate website on here. All my funnels are built on here. I built my drone website on here. Just very simple, clean, mobile-friendly sites. These all look great on mobile as well, and they work great on desktop. And again, the learning curve is pretty good, and it's simple to use. And then I built the Nexus 6 Systems website, and this is my AI automation business front end. But all my clients, they essentially go through this login screen, and let me log out here just so I can show you. Sign out. So if you go to my website and you have an account with me, you go to log in, and you just put your information in here. And there it is. So this is actually, my website's actually built within a course. And the reason I did this was because I wanted to have some sort of password protected front end. And the reason this is important to me was I just wanted to protect my workflows from just getting spammed with potential security threats, hackers, whatever you want to call it. But you can have a less secure app, because again, you're not building for a $1 billion company. You're building for your personal business. You just don't want your APIs just floating out there unsecure. This helps keep it more secure. So let me go to my courses. So this is my AI app, Real Estate AI. This is my internal training for my team. This is what a normal course page looks like. Let me show you. Whoa, my hair. This is what a normal course page looks like. It has the header here. It has the curriculum, on the left-hand side. But because system is so versatile, this is what I was able to get this is the same exact type of page, but it looks like a normal website. So I got rid of the sidebar, got rid of this top bar, and I go back and forth between bringing this back, and I essentially made it look like a web page. And you can see the URL up here. It says school/courses. And again, I highly recommend this platform because it's affordable and you're able to do all this stuff. I was able to simply edit this page by going, I can't never find where I'm horrible with this. Okay, let me go back. If I go into here, and Gemini helped me write all this stuff. Settings. This is all from Gemini. All this code here allowed me to remove, let me close some of these tabs. That code allowed me to remove this bar, remove the header, to make it look like an actual web page. So you're kind of, I mean, I don't want to say it's a trick, but you're using a course application for the front end login security feature, and you're converting the course to more of like act like a website. But this is part of the edits, and then if you actually go into the page, there's additional edits in the header code. Nope, not the header code, the footer code. Between this company allowing us to edit the settings code and then the code within the actual course creates the illusion of, a cool website with a login that gets you access to your app. And if you have a team, again, you could build this for each one of your agents and give them access to their own course/app front end. Let's get into the actual builder really quick. And side note, I'm just going to pump my affiliate. I am an affiliate of this company, so if you want to sign up and you want help from me, just sign up using my affiliate code, and I'll just join my school community, and I can help you build out your websites, the way I've done it here. But again, it's just a really clean way of building websites. I mean, I've used Squarespace, I've used Wix, I've used Webull, I've used just other real estate platforms, and like this is a really, really simple, reliable platform. It's one of my favorites, and I recommend it to everybody. But all this is the code that Gemini helped me generate. I just copy the code in here, and I would paste it into here, and that's how I created my front end. And the whole point of this video, again, is for you guys to start thinking about like how you want your front end to look, where you want to build it. If you don't want your front end to be just logging into N8N, which is perfectly fine. Myself, if I'm trying to monetize this in any way, I think you need a cleaner front end that's a little easier to use, because most people are not going to be as tech savvy as you. I think another way to really test your front end is to get somebody who has no tech experience and have them look at it. I'm constantly working on this, and if you guys, I'm gonna probably leave. I'm gonna leave in my school community. I'm gonna include the codes that I have created for this website. But anyways, I don't want to talk too much more about this. If you guys have any questions, drop me a comment, join my school community, send me a message. But again, like this whole channel is focused on advanced real estate tech. Really, I mean, this stuff's not really the easiest. I consider myself an advanced user, and if you're really trying to implement some unique things into your business, this is the channel to watch. And I'm going to continue to make videos like this. Again, think about this. This is going to be a big part of how you engage with your AI agents, and I love this. But anyways, guys, you have a great day. I'll be here if you want to chit chat. Thanks a lot.